I made a video a couple days ago about the excellent pitching from Sattoria of the Czech Republic, who managed to hold Team Australia scoreless through his 3 1/3 innings of work, even if his squad ended up losing by a final score of 5-1. But the entire Czech team was up against a much tougher opponent earlier today when they faced off against last tournament's winners, Japan, and it was widely believed this was going to be a monumental rout. But they not only maintained respectability throughout the contest's first 7 innings, they actually were tied, even if the final result didn't end up going their way. I'll explain more as we go, but first let's detail what actually went down. After a scoreless top of the first, in which Marek Chalup singled, Sattoria came out against the vaunted Japanese all-star lineup and proceeded to work around a one-out double to keep things scoreless. The same would come about in the bottom of the second when he K'd 2 batters, including Okyo Shudo, after battling back from a 3-0 count, and with the runner stealing no less, leading to a strike him out, throw him out double play. It was a very similar story in the bottom of the third, with Sattoria not only adding another punch-out, but also fielding the final out of the inning himself on a ground ball back to the mound. The fourth would see Japan's first major scoring opportunity, when they put runners on second and third with just 1 out. But Sattoria would clamp down, inducing another ground ball back to himself that he fielded, forcing base runner Masataka Yoshida into an out at the plate. Shudo followed this with a ground out of his own. This meant that after Sattoria retired the first 2 batters in the fifth, he had officially thrown 8 innings in this WBC, with 6 Ks and 0 earned runs. The next hurler to take the mound, Mikhail Kovela, would then get out of a couple of jams himself, including in the 5th when he induced a line out with a guy on second, and in the 7th when, with the go-ahead run on third, managed to get a fly out to right field. This meant that, going into the 8th, the Czech Republic, easily the team considered the weakest coming into the entire tournament, had taken a top 3 most heralded squad in Japan through 7 full innings of a tie ball game. It cannot be understated how impressive this is, and I have to give all the players and coaches the utmost credit for it. Unfortunately, this is when the good times would end, as following the middle of their order getting punched out on strikes, they would give up 9 runs in the bottom of the 8th, with 8 of them coming with 2 outs, including on a 3-run home run to Shudo, and a game-breaking grand slam off the bat of Munetaka Murakami. This meant that when the bottom of their order all went down on strikes in the 9th, Czech's WBC run was officially over, with them falling to 0-4, as well as seeing Japan improve to 4-0. But what's undoubtable to me is that nobody can ever take away the kind of guts that it takes to push a team as good as Japan to the brink like that, and all of them should depart Tokyo with their heads held as high as possible. Alright everybody, if you made it this far, I appreciate you watching, and if you did, consider checking out any of these other videos on your screen right now for other content just like this. Also, if you ever see anything you'd like to see me detail in the video, feel free to reach out to my email, basebpoet@gmail.com, and if I end up using your idea, I'll give you a shout out. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day.